Yo, what's up? DRNO. Matt, what's up, dude? 777. Trading Whitney. Stankster, Michael, Johnny, Petro, what's up, dude? What is good? Alright, I'm gonna... Yo. Yeah, I'm excited as fuck, dude. Excited for this week. Feeling better? Yeah. Yeah, it's just allergies, you know? Stay congested. That's what it is. I'm congested, but... Hey, I'm not going anywhere, man. Chilling. Play that rock. Yo. Alright, I'm gonna post this link on the Discord real quick and we can start, man. Just kill it, yeah. There we go. It's gonna be weird because we don't have the live price next to us, so it's just a stream chat. You know what? What I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna make it, or put it maybe in the center. Open it up a little bit. There we go. Okay. What's up, Brian, Sang, Johnny? What up, brother? All right. Man, look what we got going on today. If you guys just saw that video I posted, it does talk about the projector pattern setup, but we'll go over this here as well. Coming in. Let me know if the mic is too low, because I just got a little mic stand here, dude, and I don't know how low it'll get. Yo. Tickles, what up, dude? Heavenly Father. Sounds good? Alright, cool. Alright, sweet. Alright, well, just like a brief little summary on this projector pattern. So, I went over the video talking about how every projector pattern that we have here is... it gets larger as you're increasing in price, right? So basically what I'm looking at here is going to be a similar projector pattern to the rest, but a little bit larger in height and also in time. So what I'm looking at here is somewhere at the end of the month, we should have that breakthrough if we bounce off of this support line that we're currently respecting. So it would possibly look something like this, but in between we might get some volatility. So don't be surprised if there are some days where you know we come back down here to like 21, and then I'm thinking probably midweek we might have a bit of a run, like late Tuesday or Wednesday. There might be a pretty hefty run that might take us up to 27, 26 from that $21 area. So just keep an eye out for that. It does seem like a promising thing here moving forward. But I mean, that's what I got, dude. Basically just this setup. I know it's not the best thing after coming up and then coming back down, but we do have to remember that we were on this resistance here that was pretty strong on the regression trend, and we bounced off a couple of times off of that. And this is our fifth time. I mean, unless we count this one, would be sixth. And dude, this is like, once you break this, we're going. We are going. If we come back here to January, we kind of have a similar setup in like hitting this like major regression trend here. We broke it right here, and you could tell we just went right, but then we came back down. So it really depends on where you look at it, but this one is obviously a lot shorter, a lot smaller than this giant, giant thing we got going on here. So we do have to keep an eye out for this, the breakthrough, because that's gonna be nasty, dude. I'm telling you, this is fragile. It's a time ticking bomb, and the time ticking bomb is anywhere in this circle. That's why I give it that, end of April time, because, dude, if we break, that's the thing. If we break down on this trend line, this support trend line here, then obviously we are gonna have another cycle, or another probably another 2 cycles, honestly, if we do break down. But we're staying optimistic here, and we're hoping that once we do create this projector, that we just go at that point. So all right, time to answer some questions, bro. Champagne Poppy, can the projector be compressed tighter? So it can. The only thing, man, and the reason why I have this here is because every projector pattern that we've looked at has this support trend line from the start. This right here is the problem. This little guy right here. And you know what? I'm looking at it on the freaking daily chart. Let's go on the 2 hour. Get more intimate. So if we come here, like, you can tell this right here was the start, right? This created that support trend line that we're currently, on. We're not currently on it, but the other two, so for example, this one was 1, right? This one, if we respected it right here, it would have gone, right? And if we would have passed this previous, which would have been previous resistance, then this thing would have gone for sure. The problem is we broke down below it, so now you have this next trend line, which is right here. Where is it? It would be right here. And this is the one that we're currently, we haven't crossed. We're just kind of just chilling on it. This one would be another possibility, right? That we do bounce off of this and then go up as well. But the reason for this longer trend line here is because, remember guys, these hedge funds, they want to bore the shit out of you. They want you to sell. They want you to just get rid of it, sell, not be on this place. So they're going to create this pattern. This pattern is specifically made for that, is to shake you off on that last turn. And once it plays out, dude, this thing is going to go, and you're going to be like, oh fuck, I missed out, it's just the way this pattern works. In my opinion, if it did go, this pattern would look very similar to May. And I just don't see us going to, that level, 75 and then coming back down. I think the projector pattern, the size of the projector pattern, it really tells how this, how this next run is going to look, how powerful it's going to be. We saw with GameStop. GameStop's projector, go look it out. Before it ran up, it was big, dude. The entire thing, it was just going up like this until it made that big macro projector, and then it went up like this, shook for a little bit, and then went. So there was one projector, it took it up here. There was a lot of volatility, and then it just shot up. It can get a little bit tighter, man, in my opinion. Once we do come back down here, it's just a matter of bouncing from that support line. So it doesn't have to be end of April. It could be a little bit sooner, but with April 14th being a pretty important expiration date, us having Good Friday off, which is also really important because the previous two run-ups we've had, there's always been a holiday break on both, which is really interesting to me. So we will see, man. But yeah, we have Good Friday off, so I could see that being, pretty interesting coming into this. Okay, let me see. Stinkster, I think maybe we go to a $21 area on Monday. I'm thinking somewhere between Tuesday and Monday. Yeah, would be that. I think early on, actually on Monday, they might just kind of take us down. take that opportunity. Also, guys, what I'm looking at here is not only, you know, the reason I choose Monday here is not only because we're on this downtrend, but if you look at the SPY right now, the SPY is a huge indicator for this. Okay, so if you guys have been tracking the SPY with me, you've been tracking the Fourier transform. The Fourier transform has been able to basically track the SPY here for a little while. I put this Fourier transform here, inverse pattern from back here, because that's what we were tracking. And this fucking thing, bro, okay, has been playing out to it, okay? And it's fucking crazy. It's crazy as fuck. But you got this this pattern right here playing out, right? And then right here, as you're starting to come back up, it's a little bit different in the way that it looks, but you're looking at the overall direction. You're not looking at this pattern, you know, to play out exactly the same. It's the direction. And, you know, these points of interest, which are really important right here. So what we got was some downside right around this point here. We have some downside, and now we're bouncing. Now, I think that coming Monday, and futures do seem to be red right now, so coming Monday, we might get a bit of a dip like this. And then right around this range is where it's going to pick back up and start going up to the upside very quickly. Because that's what the SPY does. It likes to take a quick breather, you know, EMA cross as well. Right now, what we have is, this is a 2 hour, so we might get a quick cross here on to the downside. That's what's going to take us down here to probably this like 445, maybe 444 range. And then from here, you know, on the daily, I believe, or the 4 hour, we're just going to basically barely touch the 4 hour. And then on the daily, we're just gonna ride it, dude. We're just trying to ride the daily. Oh shit. The daily EMA. Okay, just ride this 48. And then just fucking bounce, dude, and go. And I think Tuesday would be that. You know, Tuesday, Wednesday would be where we bounce. So if we do that, right, that's going to affect AMC at the end of the day. So we did get that EMA cross with AMC, and we did get, bro, we got more than fucking 50% return. Just overall, we got 160% if you count from its lows here. But from this just closed candle here, excluding the wick, we got 130%, which is the same that Ethereum Classic did. Okay, which is fucking, bro, I can't believe it. Cycle is crazy. Cycle is going ham today. It's going ham this week, this month. It's going at it, dude. All right. Dude, do I not really have the fucking... Aw, dude. Okay, hold up. It's because TradingView likes to do this shit. It just likes to take it on for me. Not TradingView, OBS. Let me put it back on. Okay. Okay, that should work. Hey, stick around for today as well. We're gonna talk about some options, bro. I've been setting up a basically an option strategy, like not a website. I'm gonna post it on the website too, and on the Discord. But we are starting that just for entertainment purposes, just looking at options, looking at how the scenarios would play out if you were looking at certain options. So I think that's pretty cool, because then it gives you a good risk, a good risk going into it if you guys do play options. I think it's an extremely good way to make money on AMC. Also, it's a really good way to lose money on AMC. So that's why do your own research at the end of the day. I'm just providing my insight on that. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that, man. A lot of people are saying we're running this week. Again, look, I'll give you a scenario in which that would happen. The scenario in which that would happen is, so this is what I'm looking at here. You can see it up closely. I'm gonna take it out so you guys can see what's happening. But a scenario of us running next week. I know a lot of people like to hear like we're gonna be green, but and that's fine. I understand, but I do, you know, nothing that I say, guys, has to play out. You know that, right? I'm using the algorithm specifically to track what I'm doing. But I mean, for those of you that have been here on the channel, I mean, you guys saw specifically how this where is it? You guys saw specifically how the AMC scenario played out that we had about a month ago now, or 3 weeks ago. Where is it? The May 28th scenario. And this, guys, this pattern I did not touch. I did not move it. I placed this probably right around this range is where I put this pattern. And it played out basically to a T, man. Like the ratio-wise, everything played out to a T. And this was specifically because of the cycle. I mean, I had 5 different indicators that I was tracking here. The cycle, we had Ethereum Classic tracking going up first, giving us that sign to, you know, time to go. We had the regression trend, this giant line here, regression trend, and then this, obviously, this 120-day cycle as well that had previously occurred back here in the way that they shorted these shares, synthetic shares, obviously, and then I like to say cover, but they never covered. They just open the gates and allow people to come in to basically pretend like they're the ones that are buying the price when in fact they're just releasing the shares that they've stored away for so long. So yeah, I mean, it's all bullshit at the end of the day. They make you think that you're the one that's making these patterns. Like, you're the one that's making this fucking flag. You're the one that's making this wedge or this triple bottom setup. But in reality, it's just an institution doing it. And they're making you think that you're doing it when in reality, I believe you're not. The only time that it's going to matter is when we succeed in passing that threshold on the projector pattern, which we're currently in. And then once we do that, it's going to be extremely hard for these, you know, institutions to keep the volume suppressed in the dark pools. And you're going to get that spike, right? We're going to get that spike in volume, ultimately the squeeze, if not another leg up. But yeah, dude. Take this shit away. All right, anyways, back to this thing. This would be the scenario for like a really bullish scenario, man. But it would have to be that we bounce off of this level, like right here. As soon as the market opens, this thing would have to go. Like, we would basically have to open green. So we would have to, at 3 a.m., you would see a gap up, you know, because shorts are like over leveraged. They have to cover their positions. Like, who knows? That's possible. That's definitely possible. But in my opinion, this would be the only way. You're riding this arc trend line here. Arc, yeah, sure, you can call it a trend line. And you're supporting these levels that are shown right here. So that would be the only exception here for us to have like a rally, dude. Like, this thing would just have to go. But again, once you get this much of a drop and you pass, you know, multiple resistance or multiple support lines here, you know, in a matter of days, it does make it seem like a larger projector here is in play, which in my opinion is more bullish anyways, because if you just go up straight, you know, straight line, okay, you're gonna have a harder dip on the upside. And not only that, but like, just from a technical perspective, this does not look like it would play out. Just, I mean, looking at it from the past, this pattern does not look like, you know, something like this playing out doesn't necessarily look like the most, you know, realistic thing. And remember, these hedge funds are trying to prevent that from happening. They're trying to prevent, you know, all eyes on them. Like, yo, why is this even happening in the first place? Like, that shouldn't be a thing, right? Like, they're trying to make it seem like this is retail, guys. Like, retail is doing this. It's just not it, dude. All right, I'm trying to get to everybody's question here. If I don't get to it, just fucking spam it, dude. I'll get to it. Abe, you don't rely on algo predictions with AMC. So I mean, it goes both ways, dude. Like, everybody has their approach. I have my approach. You know, I respect everybody else's. So people just do traditional TA and that's it. I think it's both though. I think TA is a good way to use the algorithm because it gives you these points of interest in which things are likely to go up or down. I don't think there's any denying that, dude. Like the algorithm, the way it works, the way that I've seen it function, specifically gives us these points of interest, these dates that are very important. I'll show you. So if we go here to traditional AMC, okay, I labeled here. This is called the MA. It's called a cycle MA, and I'm gonna take away some of these real quick, which is just doing basically the average of what the cycle looks like. So the cycle looks like, and you're seeing it highlighted over here as like the moving average or whatever. So I'm gonna take away the patterns here, and you can tell here, like if you focus on each, you know, each of the patterns that are happening here, you can tell that, you know, in the blue portion is always going to be where it's very stagnant, very dry, very just sideways trading. And it all started back here, by the way. This is the cycle, okay? I'm gonna bring it up here so you can see it overlaid on top. So where you get that macro change of direction is going to be the red portion and the green portion. That is where things play out inverse or identical. This is the first time that it's played out identical. It's never played out identical. These all have been inverse on the green portion here. You can tell. And if I run the Fourier transform, which I'm working on a video, it'll show you specifically. I did it on live stream actually. It'll show you specifically where it's taking those frequencies from, and it's always 62 days apart or 4 months apart. If it was 4 months apart, it would be playing out, you know, what's happening back here. If it was 62 days apart, it would be playing out what's happening back here, inverse. So I believe it works, man. It's been helping me. The reason why this happened the way it did was purely because of the cycle. But again, bro, whatever helps you, Again, but this channel specifically cycle based, cycle related. Okay. Leave that right there. All right. Blank page, paid Discord? No, I don't. My Discord's free. It's actually, the Discord, dude, is so simple. It's got 3 channels. One's for you. That's where I post like the videos, any announcements. There's a chat where that is where we talk. That's it. Chat. And then there's one that I just opened up. It's called options, and I'm just gonna post like my shit on there. I don't care to charge anybody for Discord. Goofy. All right. I'm trying to catch up on here. Sorry. All right, I'm gonna go to the front here. Just if I didn't get to your question, ask it again. I'm just gonna start reading from the OBS here. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, we see red days, but you know, okay. How do you correlate AMC with Ethereum Classic? Let's do it. Let's do it. This is how I do it, okay? So you bring Ethereum Classic to the picture. There she is with Amy. Okay, so how do you correlate it? Well, you kind of correlate it, not so much anymore, because this is where they started tracking identical right here. And then right about this point is where they all dropped together, and they were nearing that point where it was identical tracking. But right now you could see them, they're separating. And that's exactly what we're calling for here, is that they're going to slowly separate just in the same way that basically everything that you're seeing from this point on, this was 28 days apart. You're going to see that basically reoccur for however long, you know, this next cycle takes. And what that means is this is not only talking time, but also the difference in price. Because once they both start going up, I guarantee you, bro, that you're, you know, at some point you're gonna see them completely disconnect from one another, and that's when, you know, they're not using crypto to you know, help their positions and on these meme stocks that they're over leveraged in. So this you can see right away that the price action is identical. Okay, if I hover these over right on top and actually stretch them out for you, you can see that. But first, what I always do here is, so I shift this over without even doing anything. I shift it over so you can see exactly what happened back here. Ethereum Classic went up first. Okay, this is the run up. This is that projector, and then this is that mid phase, right? This is where it all started, really. Right around this point, as soon as they brought up GameStop and AMC and all these stocks, that's where they got, like, you know, fucked. And they're like, all right, what are we gonna do? We used it back here, but it seems like a lot of retail got in, a lot of longs, a lot of shorts got in. What are we gonna do now? So now they really started to use crypto for that. And you can see these patterns playing out the same way. So yeah, you see this happening, dude, like throughout the entire thing. But as you start shorting both and drying out the momentum, drying out the hype that is happening, you're gonna see these getting closer and closer together. It's so dry. That's how shorts do it. And you're at a point right now where, you know, the two are starting to get more hype again, right? You're starting to see that FOMO kick in. So when that happens, you're gonna see the same thing take place. They're gonna slowly start to separate. One's gonna go up before the other. In this case, I think we might see in the short term, we might see tracking a little bit more similarly to Ethereum, but then AMC and GameStop, I believe, are probably gonna go up first to those like extreme levels before Ethereum and all the other cryptos, because I think we're gonna have a crypto surge after, you know, after the meme stocks are done. So you might see one more spike on Ethereum, and that's ultimately what's going to, you know, be able to bring this AMC's price up, and then you'll see a dump. AMC will go up for good, and then all of that is going to be brought into crypto, and crypto is going to have a rally with everything else. It's just going to rally. The whole market's just going to fucking boom, bro. Discord link. Yeah, Discord link is down below. If you click it, it's tradingwithemotions.com. And just go on there's like 5 social links. Just click the Discord one, and it should let you join in, man. And we, again, I'm going to be talking about the option thing right here, but you guys can also go on there because it's pretty cool. What I'm about to show you guys right now is like the specific options that I'm looking at, okay? I'm not telling you to buy or sell anything. I'm just telling you what I'm looking at, okay? How long have I been on AMC? I've been on AMC since back here. Right as soon as it got up, I bought at 21, and then I fucking paid the price. That's where I got really interested, because I was like, dude, what the fuck just happened? Because dude, guys, this was new, man. Like the first run up, this was an experience that nobody had ever experienced before. This was brand new, dude. Yeah, short squeezes were a thing, but not to this level, not to you know, where there's a whole group of Reddit, you know, social media like is able to fucking do something like this. That was new. And yeah, man, from here I got really interested about the whole thing. I have a trading view in which I posted a lot of different things where I used fib levels to get the breakout here on the June run up as well. So back then I focused a lot on fibs, Elliott wave theory, stuff like that. But now, you know, we do the cycle thing. Cycle thing is where it's at. And that's what the channel is going to be, man. The channel is going to be just like trying to figure out like other stocks and you know, crypto in the future that is heavily has a cycle that is tracking, you know, just like AMC. Like you can clearly see that there's a cycle happening. So stuff like that is what we're going to focus on after the squeeze. But right now, you know, specifically is just going to be AMC. We'll focus. Yeah, we're here to make money, man. Here to make that money. Justin, when next song? Soon, man. I'm working on it. It's called The Race. It'll be out probably next week or something. Don't hold me to it, though. All right. Let me pull up the option thing that I'm talking about, because it's pretty cool, man. I'm excited to show you guys. Fucking awesome. All right, you guys ready for this or what, man? I've been waiting for this. I was like, I'm gonna show you guys before the week. If you were here on live, I was like, I'm gonna show you what is up. All right, I'm gonna show you what is up with options. Cause what are you here for, man? Are you here to make money or what? Are you here to make money? At the end of the day, you're here to make money. Okay, AMC, making money. Okay, so I'm gonna show you basically what I'm looking for. What I even made, like there's a whole thing with this, so pay attention, all right? Because this shit's about to get good. Okay, let's get it. All right, where's that? Okay, there it is. So I'm gonna take this out, and I gotta get the thing back here. Just make sure it's on track. Okay. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take away trading view for a sec. We're gonna take this out, and we're gonna bring back this. Okay, so got a little frame. This is some information right here. Now, the expected part. This is what I'm looking at here. Okay, all right. This is what I'm looking at. First, we gotta take this. Flying elephants. All right. Where's that? There we go. All right. Yeah, changing it up a little bit. All right. Changing it up a little bit. Okay. So this is what I'm looking at. This chart down here. Okay. Obviously, it's not what's happening right now, but it's what I'm looking at with this projector pattern. So that specific date that we have right there is, and let me just bring back the what I'm actually showing you guys here, which is, here we go. There we go. Look at that shit. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that fucking pretty? What's up? All right, I'm going to take the chat off just for 1 minute. You guys can still chat on there and talk, but just so you guys can see what's happening up here, okay? So I was working on this yesterday. Obviously, I'm gonna make videos on, not videos, but they're going to be like GIFs. This is what you're going to see every week on that Discord, all right? So you're going to see this, not every week, but with other, like, stocks in the future. But this one specifically is going to be obviously for AMC, what I'm looking at, what contract I'm looking at. Obviously, this is a very it's a very like optimistic play, and it is more risky in my opinion. This is something that I'm just looking at. Again, I'm not buying or selling or telling you to buy or telling you to sell. Whatever I do at the end of the day is my responsibility, right? But again, not telling you guys to do anything. Anyways, let's look into it. All right, so these are the July 15th 145s, okay? Just from like perspective here, these went up very high, okay? Like these went up extremely high when we had that run. Why did they do that? Because of implied volatility. This is implied volatility down here, okay? You guys can't see the cursor, so I gotta change that. All right. Again, doing this. Let me see the cursor. Capture the cursor. All right, here we go. So this is what happens right now. You guys can see the cursor. You can see what's going on. This is implied volatility. It's at 189 right now. Okay, so it's still higher than it was before because these were not trading at 71 cents. Before the run up, these were fucking 15 cents. If you got in on these, okay, for perspective, these were 15 cents before the run up, you know, back in, what was it? 2 weeks ago, they were 15 cents. Now, if you would have bought, you know, let's say 100 contracts, that's $1,500, right? If you would have bought 1,500 at 15 cents, okay, well, these would have been worth about $2.50. That's the high that I found. So you would have turned $1,500 into $25,000 on that run, right? And you have to think about this. You have to think about, this was the highest point, so this was when AMC reached like 34 bucks that morning before it dipped. Obviously, you have to like basically get this right to a T. Okay, so you guys have to understand that their game is they rack up. Okay, they're selling these, by the way, so they sell them at extremely high prices, right? And it's super fucked up, right? Because they're raising the premium with obviously the volatility that's coming in. So in the end, they're gonna sell these for extremely high prices. Now, the thing here is options are different than shares, right? When you sell options, like when you're, if you buy options and then you sell them, call specifically, this is a call. I'm not doing puts, I'm doing calls. So it means that I think the price is gonna go up. With these, you're not harming anything to do with, especially if you're doing it right, you're actually hurting them in the end. Because if you know how to play their game, you're killing them in them taking your money, because you're actually selling for a profit. So learning how to do this is actually benefiting the system. Knowing how to do options is benefiting the system. And this is exactly why I'm talking about this, because if I don't talk about this in the future, it's just, guys, this is a lot of money to be made with stuff like this if you know what you're doing. So yeah, but just if you don't know how options work, guys, I highly recommend that you go look at how they work, because it's a really nasty game. If you don't, you can lose so much money. It's not even fun. It's not fun, trust me. Okay, let's get back to it. So I was just bringing this up because right now they're sitting at 71 cents. However, based off of the forecast that I have, which is, coming to that sort of end of April time specifically, and this is where you get to move this. This is the coolest thing. You come back all the way to April 21st is going to be around that time where we would hit this sort of bottom. If you guys can see the chart down here, you see that trend line and the circle the little circle, that's going to be the 21st. Okay, so it's going to be anywhere from the 21st to the 25th. The 25th is typically where the price would have already came up. So anywhere in that time frame, you're going to see the price very similar to these contracts. Now, they're going to be about 32 cents. Okay, this is just from, this is including basically all the theta that you're killing in time. So it's a good bit. It's going to be about, almost a month of killing that theta. So the price in that case, if these were at 32 cents, the price would be at around $22. Okay, 22, 23, around there. And this is just eyeballing it, but typically if things play out the way they do, it should be around this price. And also, you're gonna kill some of that volatility. So volatility might actually be at like 170 or 180, okay? Because these are obviously like way, you got a lot of expiration to go. So you don't have to really, this is more a safer way to go into it than all of these, right? Because it's 145s and they're way out of the money, yes, but there's also a good bit. There's like 4 months until July. Now 4 months or 3 months. So the reason I'm calling for this, guys, is because if we do get a run, like if the projector pattern does play out the way that it's meant to play out, right? Then what would happen here is that we would have a surge in price, obviously. But with the surge in price, you have a surge in volatility. From historical volatility, with an increase in price to that level, the volatility would go up through the roof. And I would say anywhere from 500 to like, dude, sometimes you see 600, man, with these like even like further out of the money. Volatility is game here, because when you, like with these contracts, this is where puts like go up in price too, man. Some puts go up in price because of implied volatility. Let's say it goes up to 500, dude. 500 bucks, and you kept these and you bought them at 32 cents. Well, you would have paid 3,200 bucks, okay? And let's say that the price goes up to 60, right? On when is that expiration date? Let's say it goes up to 60 around, the 26th or the 27th, right? I mean, look at this. That's just 60 bucks, by the way. That's $350 $478,000. If it goes up to 66, that's $425,000. Okay, that's a lot of money. Okay, but that is basically also, your conviction has to be extremely high, knowing that this would reach that, right? If it doesn't reach that, well, guess what? This is where it gets dangerous. If we have the projector pattern fail to the downside, then what do you have? You have the complete opposite happening. So this thing actually gets shorted because the volume failed, and then your contracts are gonna they're gonna decay in price as well, right? They're gonna get probably a little bit cheaper, but there's a way to manage that risk as well. So this is just one of the things that I wanted to talk about real quick. I'm going to go back to everything else, but I will be posting this on the option section in the Discord later if you want to look at it. I just feel like not a lot of people talk about like in depth about like how options work for AMC. And I've been getting a lot of requests to do that, so I figured, dude, might as well just talk about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, man. It was pretty quick. Again, I'll post it in the Discord later. If you click the link below, you can join for free. You can join for free, man. All right, cool. Let's get it. Now I can answer more questions, so just throw them at me, all right? All right, let's get back this. There we go. Nice. Okay, I probably missed a bunch of questions with that. Okay, cool. And no, that was not a tool part of TradingView. No, that's Option Strat. It's I pay for it because I think it's really cool. But you can also look at Thinkorswim has a really good way to look at the option chain. That's where I kind of focus on, but I think it's a little bit complicated. I think the software that I was using here is a lot easier to just sort of look at. It gives you a good, risk to profit, profit to loss sort of ratio, and it just makes it better, man, in the end. Looking at options that way is just a lot better. Okay, cool. All right. So my expectations again, man, for this week are going to be very not flat. I think it's going to be volatile, but I do believe that, just by looking at the charts, man, I do believe that we still have a little bit more room to go with this level here. So we have to, just wait a little bit and see what happens here. But I think there might be some volatility. So like, dude, if we come back down here and test it very quickly, let's say on Monday, the charts that I give you are a little bit volatile. Like the scenario for the week, which I will have up in a little bit right after this is done. I'll have it on the website. But the scenario for the week is pretty volatile. It looks like that, because I think you're going to have a lot of pressure from the dark pools trying to keep this volume down from FOMO. It's a weekend going into Monday. A lot of people are going to want to buy. So, but what I think is going to happen is that, we're going to get this quick bounce. And then on Tuesday, we might have, a decent bounce back to, 26 from 21 to 26. So that's going to be pretty volatile. And then going into it, I think we're still going to be pretty flat here until mid-month, end of April. And then we go. That is just something that, I'm going to update here every single day, but you guys also have to look at that, make sure that it best fits with what you believe, right? What you believe in the end. But hey, dude, what I'm saying ultimately is that we have to cross, okay, this line. If we do that on Monday, then great. Then we fucking rally, and I'm down for that. I'm down. I'll look at it. If I start to see this thing go up to this level, and I see it get close to 30, this thing might push, okay? And then at that point, this is, kind of thrown out the table. But this is what I'm doing here, man, is just I'm looking at what's happened in the past, how I see it happening. I'm using the cycle too for it. I mean, there's a lot of things that I'm looking at, man. I'm not just looking at one specific indicator that's telling me that, this is going to go like that, and that we're just going to spike up and go up, right? There's a lot that goes into it, dude. There's a lot that goes into it. And that's fine, dude. Pass layer, you are entitled, my friend, to that opinion. I respect it. I do. My guy. Switch to log chart. I mean, I could do that. The only thing, guys, is you have to remember, like, switching to log in on here is not like doesn't necessarily approve or disapprove like technical analysis on AMC. Some people use this for technical analysis, but you have to remember, dude, technical analysis is really hard to read on something that is you're messing with technical analysis, because what this does is you're able to see basically previous height or previous price levels that are obviously a lot different from the current price level. So you're trying to sort of like compare the two, and that's fine, but using it to do anything other than that, I think it's a little dangerous because it doesn't give you the right results. Kelly, it can still get to the same price as GME, and I'm still not selling. Yeah. I mean, that's the whole thing, though. Like, I'm looking, so not specifically like for it to get to its current price. That, remember, like, market cap has a lot to do with how these two behave, right? When we get that run, this is going to come down to two things. Like, if we get another cycle, then it's likely that we might be respecting some of the fib levels that we have in the past, right? So a lot of the fib levels do call for that, 260 level or 300, but that would be just fib level based, and that would mean they open up these gates, people go in on it, and then they basically short the price at that level. But if this squeezes, then that's out of the picture. We're not using the cycle anymore, and we're also not going to rely on anything, because at that point, dude, that ripple effect, nobody's going to be able to tell you what this is going to. Like, this thing can go to, past 1,000, past 5,000. Nobody knows. And dude, not even the hedge funds know. Like, that's a crazy thing, because remember, they're against each other, bro. Like, some of them do coordinate certain things, even though they're illegal, but there are certain like languages that you can sort of trade back and forth on trading, and like, that's just what I believe. But it's at the end of the day, man, they're trying to take each other down. Yeah, and that's true. You need volume for this to go up. I believe that especially with the projector pattern, like, I believe that volume is key for this shit. Okay, yeah, last week, on that green candle, that nasty big green candle, we had 226 million in volume. Okay, the next day, we went up to 34 right away, and we came down, we still had 212. The following day got a little bit shorter. We got 95, then 89, then 65, right? So on Monday, yeah, I expect it to be probably a little bit higher than 65, because it is Monday. People are trying to buy shit. But again, typically what happens is it depends on this play. If we get enough volume to where this thing just decides to go, that's fine, and this thing will go at that point if the volume does surpass that threshold that these algorithms have. This is really a conservative approach, if I'm being honest with you. The projector pattern is a conservative approach, but it's also something that I've been talking about here for a little while. So it would be kind of inconsiderate of me to just stray away from this idea and just talk about something else that I don't necessarily not that I don't believe in, but that I don't think is more likely to happen. If it does happen, I'm gonna root for it, and we're gonna be here and we're gonna rally, because either way, dude, that's what I want. That's what I want in the end. But if you're on this channel, I'm telling you just what I'm thinking here, so that if this is able to, you know, be a little bit less risky and actually play out because of the cycle and because of just the way things have been structured, then I prefer to do it that way, man. Remember, this isn't just all going to be hype until we go up. It's because if I think about it, dude, from that perspective, how much people are going to lose money if all we're doing is, you know, not looking at it responsibly, at least on this play. And again, not saying that's impossible, but just by the look of it and what I've seen in the past, what seems to be the most likely thing is that we just chill it out for a little bit, man. It's not even that, like, guys, it's not like we're gonna, you know, if we respect this support line and we actually do end up doing this, I mean, this is calling for 2 weeks, all right? 2 to 3 weeks of just, you know, volatility for sure, but just chilling. And I'm cool with that. I'm fucking cool with that. I hope you guys are cool with it. Yeah, that dude. EST. So I'm Central. Anytime I do post times, I do say Central, just so you guys can, you know, convert that and stuff. But yeah, again, if there are people here saying stuff like that, that's dumb. I would never say that to anybody, and I say this with all my heart. I would never post anything that looks bearish on AMC, because I don't believe in that. I don't believe that people should just be like I saw this over the weekend, and it was kind of like upsetting, but like I saw a bunch of, you know, thumbnails and titles of like, they're telling you to sell, or like stuff like that. And I'm like, no, fuck no, I'm not gonna post that. Like, have a different approach. This isn't that play. This is an optimistic play. This is a bullish play in the end, no matter what. That's what we're waiting for. But if you can, in your stream or in your video, talk about like, hey, this is what I'm looking at, just in case, here's multiple scenarios for you, then bam, you've already done your part by giving that information to your following, to your audience, and then you go from there, and that's it. There's no reason to spread FUD and fear by creating bearish thumbnails and titles. I don't think anybody should do that. Okay. I'm extremely happy where we are too. Like, just what we've done here in the past, you know, 2 weeks, guys. Just honestly, who used to say this? I like back here, fucking was it Maddie? He was like, "Yo, when in doubt, zoom out." Right? He would say something like that. 134%. God damn it, bro. Are you kidding me? And if, like, dude, if somebody got in, look, some dude on this chat, Aaron, he made $150,000, okay, from this during doing options, right? Congratulations to that guy. Holy crap. I keep saying this because it, like, he posted something on the Discord. I was like, bro, wow, what the fuck? Like, from like 10 grand or something. I don't know. Like, he made a fuck ton of money. Yeah, if you would have sold back here on those premiums, but either way, like, down here, you would have made a lot doing that. So just there's good ways to manage your risk, whether you have both a share and option portfolio, or if you have, if you're just doing shares as well. I think anybody should learn options, just because I think it's a good way to leverage your position at the end of the day. It also helps the system. Anybody should learn it if you really want to make more money, right? More money. But either way, the play is a play, and you will make a lot of money with shares too. People make a lot of money, especially if you're averaging, right? And then once this thing goes, the percentage, is going to be ridiculous, right? At that point, back here, from $1.90, it went up to 25, right? So you can tell that's a lot of money. Right here, a 700% increase would take you to around the 125 level, but we would do it from right here because that's where we were going up, 700. So right around there, yeah, 200 bucks or six right here, yeah, like 190 if it was a similar thing to what happened back here. Same with what happened right here in June. But again, fib level wise, it would be the 300, and that is if we don't have a squeeze. Okay, understand that. I'm not saying that we're going to that level. I'm saying if they don't squeeze this and they are able to keep this, you know, to do another cycle, which is still possible, we don't know their agenda, then we would have to be looking at those levels. Personally, that's what I would be looking at. As far like with options. I'm not talking about shares or anything. I'm just saying with options. But because you already know how it is, like that's not what this movement is at all. But looking at it from a realistic perspective, guys, that's exactly the levels that I would be looking at from a non-squeeze perspective. But from a squeeze perspective, you would see like way higher levels. All right, what is up, Zach? Gaming YT, what's up? Scott, what up, brother? Look at that, Scotty making 50 G's. Look at this, man. My man, good stuff, bro. Paula, I'm gonna start streaming tomorrow again earlier than usual, so like maybe 9:30 Central, 9 Central, around that time. I never give like a spot on time because, like, you know, I don't like to be that person who's like, you know, here you go, and then I don't show up for like 3 hours or something. Hell no. So I just say, here, just expect this range and I'll be on. Yeah, if you like the stream, smash that like, baby. You know, smash it real good. That'd be awesome if you like the stream. If you don't like it, then you don't have to like it. It's cool. All right. Cool. Wesley, lunchtime. Yeah, look at that. 8 o'clock, guys. We're early today. We are early. Cadence tweet. I saw that tweet. Yeah, I did. Again, guys, there's a lot of different approaches, and no one, like, you can look at it any way you want. You know what? You are a lucky motherfucker. I'll tell you why. Because you get to look at everybody's tweets and everybody's perspectives, and then you get to make up your own, right? That's fucking awesome. That is cool. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I sometimes it's hard for me to sometimes look at AMC the right way, because I'm over here, like, there's so much going on. Information overload is what it is, honestly. Sometimes there's just too much information out there, and you end up making a bad decision because your brain is just clustered with noise. So sometimes it's better, man, to limit yourself, you know, from like what you're looking at. But it goes both ways. Some people like to look at everything and then be like, oh, well, I can do that, and then, you know, see how mine is right or yours is wrong, you know. And it's, I mean, some people do that. I don't know. It's hard, though. It's hard for me, man. For me, I just kind of have to close myself and just not think about anything, or else I will fuck it up. Yeah, so the scenario, man, for this week, let me pull it up here. I don't know if I have it on this one. No, it's not on this one. Pull it up. It's on this one. Where the fuck is it, bruh? Where are you at? Where you fucking hiding, bro? Dude, I literally made it. Where is it? Oh, is it this one? Oh, here it is. Nice. Well, this is a scenario, guys, for those of you that watched it. You know what's funny, though? This scenario, dude, literally came up to the same fucking level, dude. On literally the same day, too. I called for March 29th. This came a little bit early, so I called it right over here. But it just followed the pattern way better. And that's just fucking... It even came down very close to it, too, the same way. Except here, right, we start going up, and then this goes down. But that's not what I was calling for. Again, I was just calling for the top, and then right after that, we got that little shorty attack. Okay, all right, let's take away this, and let's look at the weekly scenario. This is my weekly scenario. I'm going to post this again on the website, tradingwithemotions.com. I post weekly scenarios on Sundays. I'm just going to literally post this one for anybody who's not watching the stream, obviously. But this is what I got. So you do have a little bit of downward pressure here, you know, coming into Monday. And then, you know, sort of just chilling it out, coming back here to test this previous support. You know, on a head and shoulders type of deal here, you do something like that, right? Obviously before coming down. Now, I don't think this is going to be a head and shoulders, but I do think that you are going to come down and see this quickly. And, you know, coming into Tuesday is when, you know, we might get close to this level here, which is going to be around the 20. And then we would have a quick bounce there, right, at that point. People would be like, wait, is the bounce here and then we go V? No. I think you're going to get a little bounce, and then going into Wednesday, you know, you get that boom. And then you already know what they do, man. They bring you up on Wednesday, and then they bring you back down to get people in on options. Because if we think about it this way, if they've already made so much money on options right here, and they're able to prolong this a little bit longer, like expected, they're going to keep doing that right here. People are going to keep buying options. It's just the way that the algorithms basically study, the AI that studies human emotion by your every mouse click that you're clicking on the computer, and that is being recorded. That is how they gather this information. So I think that you're going to see a little bit of this, you know, and then right after this is done, you might see another little dip back here, chill here. People are going to freak out, but at the same time, they're going to be like, wait, bro, but we're actually respecting this level. Why are we not crossing this level? What's going on here? And then people are going to get bullish. They're going to be like, oh shit, we're not crossing this level at all. And then we start to set up here. And then that's where they're like, all right, open the gates. Boom. Open the gates. Open the fucking gates. All right, that's just what I think. That is what I think is going to happen. All right, but that's the weekly scenario. David, can I see you? I don't know. Where you at? Where you at, bro? Are you on Discord? The fuck? Oh, Kel, is that you? No, I mean, but you're using options profit calculator, man. Options profit calculator. I'm using another one, bro. I'm using something else. Hey, you better like this fucking talking, baby, or you're gonna have to put that shit on fucking 0.5. Replay this. I'm not gonna stop. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, it did. It also crossed the EMA, the daily EMA, bro. Look. You want to see it? You want to see it? I'll show you. And what happened? Go look at the videos, man. We were looking for this date right here. We said 50% was going to be that increase right here. Why? Because on the downside, back here, okay, you got negative 50% on just this turn right here, which is the same thing on this cross. To the upside is a little bit more, is 60%, and then from the high it would have been 81. But we're doing the average here, so it would have been about the same, about 50. And then now you're getting that rest. You got to look at these guys. You got to look at these trend lines right here, dude. You got to look at this major resistance, okay? A lot of people were ignoring this. No, this is major. It's major. You need to look at this and then draw a new support line. And what are you going to do in here? What are you going to do in here? Until we break this, that is where we're going to get that major spike, dude. Okay, but in the meantime, if we're just going to be chilling down here, I'm cool to wait, okay? And in fact, if I just wait it out, okay, and I come in down here before it's crossing the support line at any given point, because if it doesn't cross the support line, that is very bullish. So until that happens, dude, I'm chilling. And dude, like I said, if we get across tomorrow, if we come up here, then you got yourself a little arc right here, and it's just gonna ride that shit and go. But tomorrow, that has to happen tomorrow for sure. Kelly, I'm still gonna do this, dude. I'm doing this to just I love doing this, honestly. I'm gonna do this with other plays though. That's why I had opened that up on the Discord, because I think there's really good ways to make money. Not only on AMC once this is over. Guys, the market itself, you know, has a cycle. There's a way, and that's the approach that I'm taking here. It's just pattern analysis. It's not your typical technical analysis. It's pattern analysis. It's different. I'm going to be doing that. We're going to stream it out. And then, you know, if I'm looking at a specific stock and we start to rally, then we're going to throw elephants in the chat. And we're going to fucking throw rockets in the chat. And we're going to rally in the chat. Play music. It's not going to stop, dude. I'm going to keep doing this. I promise. I'm not going anywhere. We going to do it, baby. You want to throw a rocket right now, dude? Throw a rocket, man. Throw a rocket. You want a rocket? Fucking, this is what we do, guys. Okay, we go on this. So, if you want to rally, make sure you're here tomorrow in the morning. Because we're going to fucking do it. We're going to play some disco music and shit. Yeah, there you go. Sometimes the weekends drag, man. Yeah, I feel you. Nana knows what's up. Nana knows what's up. Look at that. There you go. Thanks for throwing the elephants. Hell yeah. And yeah, I mean, to your point as well, like, worst case, dude, worst case, and this is why we have to be careful no matter what, but let's just like give you the worst fucking case scenario. Let's say that, you know, let's just say that we don't pass the projector pattern check, which we've done before. You want to see an example of that? Right here. Right fucking here. Okay, I thought that this was going to be the squeeze, right? Why? Because this lines up with the cycle. If I bring the cycle right up here, you can see that, you see the inverse effect happening. I can never find the cycle on this thing. Right here, okay, this is the inverse effect of the cycle using the Fourier transform. Okay, you can see it right there. Okay, and we came near it. We made a projector, and I was like, oh shit, this is it. We're transforming into a new cycle. Like, we're about to go. And I actually lost money on this. Okay, and I'm telling you that right now. This is a failed projector pattern. This is the prime example of that. Whenever you go through this thing and it checks down, you go down. Okay, there's two ways this can go. We either pass it or we don't. And if we don't pass it, and this one's bigger obviously, then you're gonna get a rejection on the support line, okay? And then this is gonna go down. And what are you gonna get ultimately? You're gonna get an arc pattern, and it's gonna look very similar to this, okay? Because this itself is just a giant projector pattern. A giant projector pattern that actually failed right around here. So this is going to be the indicator, because you're going to see this play out the entire cycle if this does not go up. This crosses down right here. Be prepared for another, you know, a bit of time to wait, which the cycle's next point of interest would be around late July, early August. And these are points that I've looked at. that go with these option expiration dates that I've been tracking this entire time. Now, I don't think that's going to happen, but there's always a possibility, and that's why I'm telling you guys that right here, because you always have to have that, you know, be careful with it, okay? But personally, what I think is going to happen is that we're setting up for this thing to go, and there's really nothing else that... Yeah, dude, there's too many of you in here. There's too many fucking apes in this, dude. Too many, like, too much retail in on this play. There's too much hype for it, dude. The market's ready to go up. I think it's time. I think it's time this thing goes. Yeah, 10 months of just, like, suppressed. Nah, we go, baby. We go. Ice White Cube, thanks, dude. Thank you. What do I use? I actually can't see these charts, man. You guys have the you guys are the ones looking at it. I use an overlay effect to do it. I use TradingView. It's my go-to, you know, for charts. But then I use an overlay effect in OBS. OBS is able to let me do this. It's awesome. I love it. But hey, dude, again, I highly recommend that all of that, bro. I know you're saying that about the options thing, but again, I'm showing you guys just what I'm looking at specifically, and I think everybody should do their own due diligence, you know, at the end of the day, because the options are dangerous and they're not fun, man. If things do not, you know, they're not fun if things don't play out. So there's ways that you can minimize your risk, I promise, but just do your own DD. I hope, man. Gaming YouTube, I hope. That would be awesome. Facts. Okay. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Ask away, man. If I didn't get to your question, just ask it again. I'm sorry, dude. I'm trying. It's just... Nick. Yeah, and you know what? Sometimes it's better. Yeah, you're right. Sometimes it's better not to do options because, yeah, they are that risky. But again, it goes both ways for sure. I'll tell you what, though, man. What I think specifically is that no matter what, options are manipulated all the way through. It doesn't matter if it's AMC. AMC, I think it's one of the biggest things that where they control that, you know. But I just happen to believe, man, that the whole market has an agenda, and things are, you know, that is just how I look at things. The Fourier transform, dude, that is crazy to me. It's really just insane that one could just look at a, you know, this tool, frequency, that basically is giving you these layers, you know, where it's likely, and this is market like mechanics. Like, it's not that it's illegal. It's illegal when you overdo it, but the fact that you can figure out when these things are happening makes it easier for certain, you know, you know, like companies or specifically, I don't know about the government, but to be releasing, you know, certain news at a very specific point, if you know about this. But if you don't know about it, you're kind of the puppet playing the show, just like, oh yeah, the catalyst, and then, but did you know that the frequency was inverse 6 months ago? You know, like that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, I don't fucking, like, this is weird. This is weird to me. It's really weird to me. And, you know, some will say that, like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, a lot of people on TikTok do that. I'm like, dude, you know what? Why don't you try it out and let me know how it works for you? What up, Rhode Island? What up, brother? Javi, is AMC good? Yeah, it's good, bro. It's chilling. Can I take a good look at GME? Of course. brother and sister, baby. I don't know why I was doing that. Let's see, because GME has a cycle too. Yo, that's not it. That's not it. This is it. This is GME cycle. See how well it's playing though. Wait, that's no. This is where it comes from. This is GME cycle, by the way, if you guys are interested. And this cycle seems to be playing out very similar to one back here. You can see the short attack, bring the price up, and then come down. Very similar to this setup here. Very fucking similar. It's crazy. This is a point of interest. Again, you see the price increase very quickly. That might be a signal, and then you get that short attack right after. Okay, and once that happens, that becomes a point of interest. So now you start there on the short attack here. Okay, and then when do you release the shares? Back here. Okay, happens every single time. Point of interest, down, up, down, up. Right here, down, up. So that, I mean, this one is way more clear than AMC. AMC is a little bit trickier to understand because there's a lot going on in between. This is an example of a cycle. This is an example of an algorithm running and basically repeating things over and over again. So you can see that right here with this. Even if I lay it right on top of the previous one that you're looking at, which is taken from right here, it's the same as well. Short attack, cover. Okay. So yeah, short attack, cover, and then you got, you know, you got more upside right here. But look at that. Look at that shit. You have a very similar setup. You got 3 instances in where this came up. 1, 2, 3, and then you come down. 1, 2, 3. A little bit of sideways pressure, and then you come down. If that happens with Gamestop here in the short term, again, this does not mean that this is over, but look at this shit. Because now, what do you have on Gamestop? You have the same thing happening. You have a macro projector right here, which means that they both are making an arc pattern, and that they're both likely to go up. How do you know it's an arc pattern? Just draw, literally, it's a fucking hat, bro. It's a fucking hat. Look at this shit. It's a fucking UFO, it's a hat, whatever. It's the same thing. You go up after. So if it succeeds to stop the, or if it fails to stop the volume, we go up. We go up. Ray J. Brad, thanks, dude. Appreciate you, man. Where do I think AMC will run? To this Monday and Tuesday. Here's the scenario I got, dude. Where to go? Way too many charts, man, that I've got here, but I have it here. Weekly scenario is right here. This is what I think is going to happen. Again, I'm using the cycle. You can tell that just by looking at it. You got right here with the cycle correlated. You got the same movement to the upside. Very similar to it, and right here you have the inverse, obviously in micro form. You can't see it, and it's not only using the cycle, it's also using the previous cycles that have happened to make this happen, right? Remember, the Fourier transform is what takes the previous frequencies, and if they're playing out inverse, what that is just telling you is that they're opening the gates for these short attacks that they did to release that price action, because they have to meet it by option expiration dates, and that's why you're seeing a surge in price, you know, with that. So this is what I got, man, right here. There might be some volatility on Wednesday, some pretty hefty volatility. We'll see, man. I'll post this on the website too, so if you guys go on tradingwithemotions.com, you'll be able to see that on the scenarios tab, and you can click on it. Last week, dude, if I could show you guys yeah, I'll show you. Why not? I can show you. That's why we're here. All right, we're gonna see last week's scenario and see how that played out. If I can pull it up here. So this is the website right here, man. Tradingwithemotions.com. Can you open it, man? There we go. All right, tradingwithemotions.com. Everything's right here. Okay, so if you go on the scenarios tab, that's where you're gonna see the scenarios. You click on that, and this is the weekly scenario, so this was for last week, so I'm gonna update it as soon as I get off of this. Play it, and I had, again, the reason I had the scenario was because I was looking at the regression trend. You got us hitting that $30 level and then quickly coming back down, which is very similar to what happened this week, right? We came up to that level and then we came back down. Cycle, dude, is all I'm using for this. Cycle. So yes, I'll have another scenario here in the short term, which is this one that you're looking at right here. So I don't know why I keep saying that. I'm like, you're looking at it. Oh yeah, Stankster. Thanks, man. Yeah. Yeah, this is that good Coors Light, my guy. Nah, I'm goofy, bro. I'm goofy. Gentle Falcon. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. I'll have an album out soon if you guys want to check it out. It's an AMC album, so it'll be on that website too. You know, interesting music taste, but hey, dude, it's coming out because we're gonna have an album before the squeeze. I'm telling you. Yo, Mr. Simon, what's up, dude? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Damn, Ray J. Good shit, dude. Good fucking shit, man. This guy making 256. Wow. Okay. Marco, thanks, dude. Yeah, no, I know who you are, dude. And bro, I keep saying this, but I definitely know who you guys are, bro. If you're in the chat, I fucking know you, dude. Thanks for you know, moderating in here, helping out. You moderators, you go ham with it, and I love it. You guys are, without you, man, would not be able to get these OnlyFans spam attacks, you know. No, but seriously, the shills, bro. Some of the shills that come in here and just, thank you for that, honestly. Thank you. Ned, thanks, dude. The Stankster, thank you. Champagne Poppy. So I actually, man, I started doing just one scenario. I figured, you know, I'll talk about the worst case and the best case scenario, just you know, on the stream or on the video, but specifically on that scenario link is going to be just that, what I think is going to happen based off of that way there's not, you know, a lot of confusion. There was a bit of confusion when I had the other scenarios that were playing out, so I just wanted to make it, you know, pretty straightforward, and then again I'll just talk about that here on the videos for you guys. I did give a best case and I gave a worst case too, and you know, the best case would have been to follow this arc pattern right here, and basically we would have to go up on Monday. Like, there would be no other, there's really no other way to do it. This thing would just have to go, you know, personally, just the way I see it, the way that they've been controlling these algorithms here in the past, I just see us, you know, creating a bigger projector and just trading sideways for a little bit and then going up, right? And then worst case obviously would be to cross this support that we're currently in. This one's major, dude. This one cannot be crossed, but I don't see that happening. I see, like, you know, Amy likes to go into channels and then come out, so, you know, that's a possibility too. But like right here, you come in very quickly and then you go out, you spring up. scenario is moon. Love it. Yeah, it's a typical, you typically see that, man. That, like, you know, little pump on Monday. Like, if we don't gap up or, like, go up after hours, I think it's likely that, you know, or depending on what futures really do, if futures take us down, then we might just gap down on Monday. And then at that point, you might see a gap fill, right? And you come back up and you do the same trading sideways. But if you just see very flat trading until open, then they might do a premium spike before bringing it down, because they love doing that, especially after things like this, where, you know, you go up very quickly, like the way that we did here, which was fast. It was real fast. Wow. Okay. What stock? This is AMC, bro. AMC. This is just a cycle. I know a lot of you guys, you know, if you guys want to know more about the cycle here, then just on that link, there's a video section. There's 6 videos that I posted on there, the most important ones. It'll go over this, dude. Highly recommend if you guys, you know, wanna know a little bit more about how I look at things here with Amy, because obviously, you know, things are manipulated. How? They gotta be manipulated somehow, man. But this is what we got. Yeah, man, for sure. Thank you for joining and chilling. We do have that weekly MACD crossover. Yeah. So, like, here, I'll pull it up. Yeah, pull it up. Now, consider this, though. Like, and I'm saying this because you have to consider that we are going in to, this is the weekly chart for AMC, obviously. What do we have here? Look at this candle. Like, I mean, you can tell right off the bat, like, I mean, it's likely that we're probably gonna come back up here at some point, right? Like, we're not just gonna close like this. It looks goofy. Just looking at it from that perspective. But yeah, let's pull up the MACD, because MACD. Now I'm gonna use. I don't know if I want to use that one. Let's try this crossover one. See how that one looks. Nah, it looks kind of, nah, I don't like it. I don't like that one. Whatever. Nah, see, that's the thing I did not want. Okay, there we go. I guess we'll use the one that TradingView provides. Yeah, you're getting a small green coming into it, right? Now, this doesn't mean that we're going to, like, just squeeze on this. This is the weekly, right? It doesn't mean that we're going to squeeze. We're entering that, which is good. We're finally entering it. Okay, as you enter it, though, you can even see back here what happened, right? You don't have red, but you do have like, it's slowly decreasing before going back up, which is right the opposite of what's happening here. We're finally going into that green territory, which is good. But I do believe that as you're slowly coming up, you're going to see this turn, little by little is going to start turning to the upside, and then you're going to get a very nasty green candle, right? So I don't think that you're just going to get one giant green candle from this tiny green candle that just got introduced to the MACD. It's going to slowly make its way up, and that this goes with that trend line that I'm talking about here, because if you're slowly coming up and you're building that MACD to get larger and larger, then that would make sense, for like that mid-April to end of April time to get that leg up, right? Just like what happened back here, man. It took a couple weeks. 1, 2, yeah. So right here from its start, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. It took 4 weeks from the start of that, very similar candle that we have right here. May 10th, 1, 2, 3, 4 4 weeks, and then right on, yeah, the 7th, well, you're already coming down, but yeah, dude, slowly but surely, you know. Okay. Yes, what? Yeah, exactly what I'm saying. And yeah, looking at it, dude, on the monthly, we were looking at this the other time. Yeah, what must come down must come back up. I mean, look at that, dude. That looks cool. Imagine just like, also this, dude. Imagine just like, you know, getting this little, what even is this, right? This is a fucking projector pattern right here, bro. What the fuck? Look at that. That's a projector on the fucking monthly chart, bro. This is the monthly chart. Are you guys seeing this? This is a fucking projector pattern on the monthly chart, okay? You come up, you come back down, and now you're just chilling right here. Look at that. We got our hat. Look at that. Fucking, you make your hat. Now what happens after the projector? You establish that level, and then you go, okay? This is awesome. This is fucking awesome right there. Projector pattern on the fucking monthly chart, my guy. Could not be more bullish than that. Could not be more bullish than that. All right, one more, and then you go. That's why I think May is going to be, like, very interesting. Because I think, like, you know, if this thing gets another leg up, you know, you're going to get that May going into it, and then, or late April, you know, you're going to get that spike, and then May, you're obviously going to get the come down, right? Because it's going to last a couple weeks, depending on if it's a squeeze or not. And, dude, that April time, going into May, again, I'm not choosing that just because I want to choose it. I'm choosing that specific date because it goes with the cycle, okay? Which I'm using the Fourier transform for. And I do need to, I need to post a video about that because it's important, but it's also a little bit hard to talk about because it's not, I mean, not the most fun thing, man. Like, I know this isn't fucking science class, you know, but like if you want to learn about the Fourier transform, I highly recommend you look into it. It's interesting. Yeah, that's a big ass projector right there, man. Holy shit, big ass projector pattern. Johnny, what you ask, bro? Can you ask it again, dude? Is it like, I don't answer Sweetie. Oh, answer Sweetie's question. If stock split, what happened to people who take option? Oh god, dude, oh my god, bro, I lost so much money one time not knowing. That is a god question, dude. Thanks for asking that. If you guys, not financial advice, but dude, I personally would stay away from options. If there's any stock split, I would stay the fuck away from it, because once the stock split goes through, they don't tell you this. You will not know until it's done. But the option, basically what happens is they get separated. Okay, so they become the options that you currently have. First of all, the liquidity basically dies for them, so nobody wants them anymore. If you try and sell them, it's gonna be like impossible to sell. If you do sell them, they're gonna be like worthless, basically. They're gonna be worth pennies. And the only way it would work, it would be if you were like in the money or something, and then like obviously at that point, like you are still losing value in that, because stock split are just nasty, dude. I don't even know what to say. Like I did this with what was it? Support.com. When they did their split, I had fucking options, and yeah, I was like stupid about it. I was doing research too the day before, not the day before, but like the whole week. I was like, oh, what if I roll over these options? Like, what am I gonna do? And then, oh, dude, I learned the hard way. That one hurt. I'll tell you that. That one fucking hurt. Don't, bro. Good question. that, dude, if I could make a video about that, I would, because I think it would save a lot of people. I remember people were on Reddit, they were screaming. They were like, what the fuck? Who's gonna buy my options now? Like, dude, no one, because they make new contracts for them and they label them something really fucking weird. Nobody wants to buy them anymore. They're gonna be worthless. Yeah, crazy shit, crazy shit. I think a lot of people need to be aware of that. Yeah, with, you know, with not only Tesla, but also fucking, you know, depending on what actually goes through with, you know, the dividend and Gamestop too, you know. Sometimes they do change their you know, early on they'll be like, oh, we're gonna do this 1 to 10 or whatever, and then yeah. But this lo-fi is, no, this is just a it's called Chill Study Beats for Jazz and Lo-Fi Hip Hop Mix 2017. It's on YouTube. Yes, dude. I mean, I like AMC more just because I've been studying it more. Not that it's but personally I do AMC, but that does not mean that I hate GME or anything. I cover GME too. I just I specialize. I'm you know, so that I don't get confused with what I'm doing. I just like to focus on AME. Sacrifice all other stocks. You know. No, but seriously, like I mean, I've just been doing too much analysis for sure, but hey, it's worth it, man. At the end of the day, it really is. Get to know one, you know. Yeah, dude, I'll buy you a burger, bro. I got you. All right, guys. Just, you know, these sessions here are very quick. They're about an hour and 30 minutes. So we're gonna cut the stream, but I'll be here tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow morning, and I will see you all then. Make sure that if you guys haven't already, click the link and, you know, join the Discord and stuff and all that other jazz in there. I'm gonna post a scenario here in a little bit for you guys to have it, as well as update the charts. All right. Thank you for coming in. I love you. Bye bye.